I mean, we always liked wrestling, you know. And then, I mean, once ECW came around and we got our first taste of that, then it was kind of...
Yeah. I think that changed it for a lot of people because,
Yeah.
you know, especially because that was like, you know, 94, 95 when it was like Doink the Clown and Isaac Yankem and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden you're like, no, but this is real, though. This is...
Yep. It was, I remember Heat Wave 99, I think it was the first pay-per-view that we watched, man. And I just remember, you know, Shane Douglas starting it off, you know, cut music. and
just
then,
an F-bomb being dropped was enough, right? You're like, what?
Yeah, it was so, you know, just captured us, man. And the first time we saw it, we had a youth basketball tournament up in Philly, in Philadelphia, and we were like 7th, 8th grade or whatever, and you know, we were all hanging out in the hotel room after the game, and we just turned the TV on, and there it was, and yeah, I mean, we were just hooked, you know, from the first time we saw it.
So I always wonder because, like, you're from that generation of guys who are heavily influenced by ECW, and there's like a group of indie guys who you know would have been that next class in ECW. Like when you watch even early tapes of the Briscoe brothers, you know if ECW had been around, this would have been a major force in ECW. When ECW goes out of business, are you sitting there going like, what? What am I going to do now? That was the place. Like,
well, I mean, once they went out of business, it switched to Japanese wrestling. You know?
Oh, really?
And and then we got real big into All Japan and you know, Kawada and Masawa and matches like that where they were just beating the hell out of you.
And did that happen because of the internet? Because that's a huge leap to go from like, oh yeah, ECW is on our local cable to look what's going on across the world.
Yeah, I mean, between that and, you know, getting tapes and stuff, it was, Japanese wrestling was the next kick. So it was, I mean, it just kind of kept rolling.
You just figure out what the next thing. And then Ring of Honor came around not long after ECW and kind of took over, at least in the beginning, a lot of what that was doing.